Alright guys, you already know what time it is. My top 5 most underrated horror movies. And before we get into it, I will just start by saying the first two are absolutely just guilty pleasures. I mean, I literally had to include them on this list because I enjoy them. And, you know, I really just feel like they need a little bit more attention than they have gotten. However, my top 3 are definitely the most underrated, and you have got to check them out. Like, these movies need attention. I'll also be showing you where you can watch them, and of course you can watch all of them on the amazing app. You know, y'all know what app I'm talking about. But no, I'll be showing you where you can watch them, and also be showing some clips, so let's go right into it. Number 5 is definitely going to be Midnight Movie, and yes, this movie literally just reminds me of a high-budgeted fan film. It's literally great writing, in my opinion. It was just fan filmish, like you know, like literally, it had actors nobody ever heard about, you know, etc., etc. But the killer, I can tell right now, the killer and the story behind it is great. And by great, I mean for a low-budgeted film, it was literally just amazing work. Like, watching it is just like, you know, what's going to happen next. On top of them being in a movie and watching a movie that the killer comes out of to get you, kind of like Sinister style, it literally just ties in together for a really good movie, and I really enjoy it. Like, the killer literally has these scenes where it's just like, wow, and then he just comes out of the movie and literally just kills people, and they don't even know that he's killing people they know. At the whole time, they're like, well, don't we know them? And getting killed by them. But anyway, I don't want to spoil it for y'all, so y'all go watch it. And the way you can watch it is, sadly, it's not on any streaming services or anything like that. But you can watch it for free on YouTube. Yes, YouTube. And also, you can use the trusty, dusty freaking app. Now, my number 4 is absolutely going to be Fear Form. For those of you who've seen Fear Form, you know why it's probably on this list. For those of you that haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. I mean, it's literally got everything that you would want in a horror movie. And plus, the whole freaking crew of them literally being funny through some of the movie is just absolutely beyond me. To actually throw that in a movie, like it's just a whole big plan to kill these kids. The guy who's in charge is absolutely cool as hell. Like, you would never think he would be in charge of it. And these kids are traveling through a corn maze thinking they're going to get paid if they get through it. But little do they know they're absolutely not going to get through it. And you're going to ask me, well, Comic Verse, how do I watch this movie? Well, you can easily watch it on any of these or the trusty dusty app. If you know how to use Plex, it can come in handy, but I usually just go with the handy dandy app. Now that we're done with my guilty pleasures, we can easily get into the top 3 now. Which are the ones that really deserve some love. Number 3 is definitely going to be Frankenstein's Army. And for those of you who have not seen this movie, please do. For those of you who have, you know what I'm talking about. From monsters chasing you out of nowhere in freaking cave systems, to things that crush your freaking head and literally walk towards you to kill you, to freaking jump scares with freaking giant ass Frankenstein monsters. This movie literally has it all. Like, by has it all, I mean, like, it's based World War II, I believe. Nazis getting chased around by Frankenstein's monsters, bro. Like, what more do you want? What more do you want out of a movie? You know, and on top of that, it's a POV type movie, you know, Blair Witch style. So yeah, documentary style, freaking Frankenstein monsters chasing freaking Nazis in World War II under cave systems. What do you want? What more do you want? Oh, but Comic Verse, how do we watch it? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's free on Tubi right now. It's free on Vudu right now. It's free on Amazon Prime and Plex right now. And of course, the trusty dusty app. So what are you waiting for? Getting into my number 2 is definitely going to be The Hitcher. You can watch the 2007 version, but I really prefer the 1986 version over the 2007 version, just slightly. But the 2007 version is really, really good as well. There's just something about Rutger here that literally just scares the hell out of me. I mean, from this scene alone where he literally chases him down in a freaking diner and literally just you know, isn't even fazed by a gun at all. To where he starts freaking mocking him. And mocking that he doesn't even have the gun loaded. But little do you know, he kind of, you know, was prepared for that. And even threatens to shoot him with his hand. Just the facial expression alone. Yeah, just the facial expression alone from freaking Rutgood here. Chasing a boy across the freaking God knows how many states. Whew. Yeah, watch it. Trust me, you won't regret it. Once again, I know how to watch it. Well, of course, the Trusty Dusty app. It's actually, the whole thing is free on YouTube as well. And you can also use these apps right here if you have a subscription. So there's 3 ways right there. What are you waiting on? We finally came down Saturday to number 1. Before we get to my number 1, I just want to let you know, I thought really hard about this one. And I really hope you guys are enjoying the horror content. Because I'm enjoying giving it to you because I love horror. And it's really hard to actually pinpoint certain movies. And especially putting them in a top list like this, it's really hard because there's so many movies I feel like haven't got watched that I would like to shed some light on. Which brings me to my number 1 pick. It's absolutely going to be John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars. Yes, besides making Michael Myers movies and, you know, The Thing, John Carpenter was busy making some Mars movies that had freaking horror Martians in it. Freaking Ice Cube, Jason Statham, and this girl from, I forget the movie, but it was another like alien type of movie. I forget it, but anyway, freaking peak freaking movie. Love it. And it is so heavily underrated. And by so heavily underrated, I mean heavily. I mean, you got Ice Cube shooting machine guns with Jason Statham and the others backing him up. And the whole time, these freaking Martians are literally just going crazy trying to kill him for no reason and turn him into one of them. The cult leader himself is just literally menacing. I mean, you can literally just see the hate in his freaking eyes. And the way he wants to just hurt people. This curse. This curse itself is literally just crazy. Like, I don't know what it is with John Carpenter and curse movies, but the dude's freaking peak when it comes to that. Because this one right here is literally just that. Like, it is a curse that broke out of a Martian cave and literally just started infecting people. And as they kill people, they become one of them type of, you know what I'm saying? But the thing has to have enough curse, smokish type of stuff to literally infect people. So, you know, once everybody's infected, it's really done. But there's like a whole army that could be built out of it. So it's literally just a crazy movie. You guys have to watch it. And look to this guy as their leader. And I mean, he's literally menacing himself. And plus, it got Ice Cube, bro. Ice Cube in a horror movie. Like, if you haven't watched it, I'm sorry. Something needs to be said, and I'm saying it. Oh, but Comicverse, where can we watch it? Well, you already know. I'm going to tell you. You can use the Trusty Dusty app, man. And this is one of the ones where you can either buy or rent because it's literally just so heavily underrated. It's so good, they don't want you to watch it for free. I already have mine bought on Vudu. But I'm just going to let y'all know right now, it is heavily underrated. You don't want to use this? That's fine. Use the Trusty Dusty app. It's definitely worth the watch, and trust me, you don't want to not watch this movie at least once in your life. Alright guys, this video has sadly come to an end. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are enjoying the horror content I'm putting out, because I'm enjoying giving it to you. I'm really enjoying talking about horror as well as comics. So I'll be putting in my story a poll of the next topic we should talk about. It's either going to be my top 5 worst horror movies or my top 10 favorite franchises in horror movies. Y'all be sure to check out my story and get y'all's votes in. I'll catch you guys in the next video.